Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Thank you so much for joining our Wisdom of Women Bhagavad Gita classes. So, you know what? We have completed 15 chapters of Bhagavad Gita and left with just 3 chapters. Yeah.
Very good,
So,
Mataji.
yeah. So, 16, 17, 18. Within 3 days, we are going to say that we have got to know a brief about Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. Isn't it a good thing to say that?
Yes, Mataji, the journey is really good. And
Very,
I'm
very.
really feeling sad that other 3 days only Bhagavad Gita will be there.
No, 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 nothing like that, Mataji. We can have Bhagavad Gita every day in our life if we really wish to. Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
So
Mataji. Thank you,
we have
Mataji.
just touched the surface of Bhagavad Gita. So when you see the PPTs that we have prepared, they have just taken very brief concepts, like few concepts in a given chapter, since we have time restrictions. Like somehow we have decided to keep the timings for 8 to 9, but it was never a day. I think 1 or 2 days we have completed the session within 1 hour. But rest all the days we took till 9:30 or so. So since we have time restrictions, we have covered very brief, but this is just a very beginner course, Mataji. But later we can have advanced courses where we can see sloka to shloka, the purports and the translations, what Srila Prabhupada is trying to say to us, what Krishna is giving us the instructions. So all these details we can know more in detail in the further sessions, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Yeah. Yes, let us start our session today. Yeah, so we are going to discuss chapter 16 today. So this chapter name is Divine and Demoniac Qualities. It is also called Daiva Asura Sampat Yoga. Okay, Daiva Asura Sampat Yoga. Okay, let us start our session with Mangalacharan. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेम प्रधायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्रीकृष्णचैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम् श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय श्री श्री गौर निताय की जय श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय जगत गुरु पतित पावन श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय श्रील गुरुदेव की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Yeah. Today's session is also dedicated to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So yes, today we are going to discuss the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Divine and Demoniac Qualities. The name of this chapter is this. So the acronym given to this is DOOR, door. Okay, D stands for divine and demoniac qualities, 1 to 4 shlokas. O for other aspects, 5 to 6. And O, another O for outlook and opinion of demons, 7 to 20. And R is removal of demoniac qualities, 21 to 24. So DOOR, divine and demoniac qualities, other aspects, outlook and opinion of demons, removal of demoniac qualities. Okay, so we'll see what all is there in this chapter today. So what are the divine qualities and what are the demoniac qualities that Krishna is presenting here, and what are the other aspects that are discussed in this chapter, and we'll see in detail about the behavior of demons, and what is their destination and all we'll discuss in this third section. And the fourth section is, now we have got to know these are the demoniac qualities. Now how can we get rid of those demoniac qualities? That is being discussed in the fourth section. Okay, so divine and demoniac qualities. Yes, yeah. Before that, shall we quickly revise all our acronyms from 1 to 15 chapters? Yes.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell me the acronym for the first chapter?
Doubt.
Doubt. For the second?
Gita.
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 Third?
The tree.
Tree. Yes. Fourth?
Tree.
Years.
Years.
Years, Mataji.
Fifth?
Step.
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 Sixth?
Sixth, easy.
Easy.
Seven?
Head.
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 Eighth?
Dead.
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 Ninth?
King.
King. 10th?
10th
Ear.
year.
Year. 11th?
Rupa.
Rupa.
12th?
12th God.
13th?
13th
Wise.
wine.
Wife. 14th?
Trap.
Trap. 15th?
Home.
Home. And
Yesterday's one.
16th?
Yes.
Yeah,
Home,
yesterday's one was home.
Home.
16th?
Door.
Door.
Door. Okay. Now, this is good. Shall I ask the letters in those acronyms? Yeah, you know what? After saying this course, I am able to recollect all the acronyms and their names easily. This is my second batch. So the first batch was Telugu, and this is my second batch. And I have heard these sections for one time from Rishikesh Prabhuji. So it is like 3 times revision to me. And by this time, I could remember all these acronyms and their spellings also perfectly. So it takes time, it takes practice for us to remember all this. But anyways, let me try to ask few of them. So what is P in step?
Pure.
Step.
Three doors.
P.
Peace formula.
Peace formula, correct. Okay. And what is the last E in tree?
Essence.
No.
Enemy. The last.
Yeah, enemy, the lust. Correct. Okay. And what is G in Gita?
Gita.
Guru.
Guru. Correct. Okay. And what is K in king?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Yes. Okay. And what is D in God in the 12th chapter?
Godhead.
Devotee's
D.
disposition.
Devotee's
Okay.
disposition.
Devotee's system.
Disposition. Okay. And what is T in trap?
3 modes.
Correct.
Three
Three
modes.
gunas, 3 modes. Correct. Yes. And what is H in home?
Home.
Home or
Hotel.
hotel.
Home and hotel.
Home or hotel. Yes, that's correct.
Yes.
Yes, very nice. Yeah, let us go to our 16th chapter. So Krishna is saying about 26 divine qualities and 6 demoniac qualities in this chapter. So we'll see what are these divine and demoniac natures and how do we develop those natures within us, and results of these qualities when we possess these natures, when we possess these qualities, what is the result of those qualities being possessed by us, and ideal solution for a peaceful society. So what is the solution for a society to be peaceful? Okay, so the first 3 shlokas deal with the divine qualities. Okay, so all these divine qualities are meant for making progress in spiritual understanding. So let me share you that shloka where we have mm, all the qualities. So basically, we have discussed the qualities of devotees in which chapter? Do you remember?
Yes, Mataji.
Which chapter? Qualities of devotees.
12th chapter.
Correct. When the devotee's disposition, God, that's why I asked you D. What is D? The devotee's disposition part, we have discussed many qualities of devotees, and because of those qualities, that makes that person very dear to Krishna. You remember those points? Yeah, by possessing those qualities, we become very dear to Krishna. We discussed that. And in 13th chapter, we discussed about the qualities of a person who is having knowledge. Yes or no? You remember that?
Yes, Mataji.
Now, in this 16th chapter, the Krishna is saying all the divine qualities. So basically, who possesses the divine qualities? So someone who is divine, someone who is actually into devotion, or someone who is doing pious activities, they will possess these divine qualities. And so basically, we have kind of discussed all these qualities in our earlier chapters. So Krishna also is not giving very further elaboration here. In the 1 to 3 shlokas, he gives the divine qualities, and the rest of the chapter is majorly discussing with the demoniac qualities. Okay, so we'll just go through the qualities of divine nature, as anyway we have discussed all these qualities in our earlier sessions. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead said fearlessness. So divine quality, one of the divine qualities mentioned here is fearlessness. So why do we become fearless? See, fearlessness does not mean not caring for anyone or not neglecting the mm, position of God. No, that is not fearlessness. Fearlessness means having complete faith on Krishna that he is going to protect me anytime. So this is fearlessness. But the attitude that I don't care for anybody, I don't consider anyone's words, no one is superior to me. So that kind of nature is not considered to be fearlessness. Yes, you got it? Fearlessness means having complete faith on Krishna that whatever my situation may be, Krishna is always there with me to protect me. So that is the fearlessness. So only the people with divine nature would possess this quality. Okay. And purification of one's existence. So this divine people, they will make the efforts or endeavors to purify their existence, to purify their consciousness. Cultivation of spiritual knowledge. Obviously, they will be interested in knowing what is there in the Shastras, what is there in the scriptures, what is Guru teaching us. So they are interested in that spiritual knowledge. And charity. They are very generous and they would perform charities. Self control, they have control over their mind, senses, everything. Yeah, performance of sacrifice, and they would do the sacrifices, yagnas, and they would also do the study of the Vedas. They would reach to the Shastras and they would do the study. And austerity as in voluntarily acceptance of some inconvenience. Like when you take Ekadashi, following Ekadashi Vrata, like fasting on Ekadashi, is also an austerity. Yes or no? We stay away from grains on that day. You know this? So we'll have Ekadashi, the 11th day in the waxing and the waning of the moon. Those 15 days, the 11th day is called Ekadashi. And on Ekadashi is all the Vaishnavas are supposed to fast from grains, and they are supposed to involve more on the activities of bhakti, activities related to Krishna. So yesterday was Ekadashi. Yesterday was Rama Ekadashi. Okay. That's why we thought of chanting one round after the completion of the class. Yeah. So Ekadashi, we fast from grains. We don't eat the normal food that we take every day. So we'll fast from grains. Many people would even not even take the water, or some people would fast on water, or some people they would eat some fruits and milk. They would take milk, or some other people would take Ekadashi Prasadam. So few foods are allowed on Ekadashi. So they would cook those foods, offer it to the Supreme Lord, and then they can have it. So basically, the main point is, even though you have the luxury to accept anything, but we we do some austerity, the tapasya, the voluntary acceptance of inconvenience. Why? For the spiritual benefit. Because Krishna says, whoever perform this Ekadasi Vrata, Ekadashi, whoever follows this Ekadashi, they will get the spiritual, blessings basically. So they'll get the mercy of the Supreme Lord, and they can advance in the spiritual journey. That's why we do this, or the people with divine qualities, they would do some austerity and simplicity. So they don't um, they don't show duplicity basically. So whatever is there inside, they will speak it outside. So it is not like beating around the bush. So something is there inside, and you try to convey it in a different way, like diplomatic way. No, not like that. Divine people, they are like very simple, straightforward. Okay. Non-violence. So obviously they don't cause any harm or pain to the other living entities, be it other human beings or be it any other jivas, any other creatures. So they don't take to the eating of non-vegetarian, or they don't take to harming the people around. Harm, non-violence as in not just with our actions, but it also with our words also. So usually non-violence, we feel like if I don't kill anyone or if I don't hurt anyone, then it is like I am also non-violent person. But if our tongue is not in control, whatever we speak, and if the speech of us is actually influencing the people around, that also comes under violence. Yeah. So it is actually hurting them. So non-violence means they are not supposed to hurt anybody. Truthfulness. Okay, they stick to the truth. And freedom from anger, renunciation, tranquility, they'll maintain, they'll be peaceful every time. Aversion to fault finding. Yeah, so usually people with demoniac natures, they always have this tendency of finding fault with others. But the people with divine nature, they are aversion to fault finding. So they always, even though the problem is with others, they don't pinpoint it, or they don't want to highlight that. So their intention was not to find fault with others, but they'll have the intention to just go along together and make the service, whatever the service that they are doing, make the service smooth and seamless. Okay. Compassion for all living entities, so they'll have compassion towards everyone. Freedom from covetousness, and this means freedom from envy, jealousy. So they'll not have any jealous feeling towards anyone. Gentleness, modesty, steady determination, vigor, forgiveness, fortitude, cleanliness, and freedom from envy and from the passion for honor. These transcendental qualities, O son of Bharata, belong to godly men endowed with divine nature. So basically, Krishna had given the qualities of divine people. The rest of the chapter is filled with the demoniac qualities. As we have already discussed, Krishna also did not give too much emphasis on the divine qualities because we have discussed enough in 12th and 13th chapters. Okay, let us go to our PPT. Hmm. So here freedom from anger is given in more detail. So yeah, this is the story of every family today. As I said earlier, a family that prays together stays together. See, many times the problem with us is we always want to um, get our things on priority first. Like we are always ego centered, self centered, that we don't bend or we don't listen to what others are saying, you know. So that is the reason for problems in any group, be it a family, be it in any company, or be it any group, say it any name. But the problem is we just want the things to happen as per our desire, as per our wish, as per our own ego. So that is the reason for all the problems. But you know what the problem is, mm, we always say to our children, like, you do like that, you behave like this, you learn this, you you don't watch TV, you don't watch mobile, you don't waste your time, you should be disciplined and all. We'll say all these things to our children. But you know what? Children don't learn by our words, children learn by our behavior. Yes or no? So we might say thousand of things, but at the end of the day, see, I say to my daughter, you don't watch TV, you don't watch mobile, you should be very disciplined, you don't waste your time. All these things I say to her. And at the end of the day, I take my mobile and I just sit at my mobile and I'll keep scrolling. Then what would my daughter get impacted with? Is it with my words or is it with my behavior?
It's with behavior.
Yes, it is with our behavior. So, if we want to bring any change in the family, in the society, or in the community that we live in, first the change should start from us. Yes or no? So, basically, rather than saying, so it is better, see, think of it, rather than saying what you want to say, if you can implement that in your behavior, won't your behavior start speaking to others? Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so you know what? The best quality of a devotee is one time some of the journalists had asked Srila Prabhupada, how can we recognize your devotees or disciples? Okay, so a journalist came to Srila Prabhupada and in an interview, she asked Srila Prabhupada, how can we recognize your disciples? Then Srila Prabhupada might say that, see, Matajis would be in a traditional dress, Prabhuji would wear dhoti kurta, they'll have kanti mala in their neck and they would keep tilak and they would chant 16 rounds, they'd always wear bead bag and they would chant 16 rounds, they would attend Mangalarati, they would read Bhagavad Gita and they would listen to the classes. Prabhupada might have said all these things, yes or no? But you know what Prabhupada said? Prabhupada said, you can recognize my devotees with this one thing. See, they are perfect gentlemen and perfect ladies. So, basically, our sadhana, our swadhyaya, our seva, so all these things, okay, would not be visible to the outside world, but only thing that is visible to the outside world is our sadachar. That is our behavior to the family, our behavior to the society, our behavior with the children that in our family. So basically, our sadachar is something that is visible to the outside world. Yes or no? So if we say we are chanting 16 rounds daily and we read Bhagavad Gita and we listen to classes and we do service, so we say all these things. But at the end of the day, if our behavior would not reflect that, then will anybody be interested in following the path that we are doing? Yes, no?
No, ma'am.
No. So we should always um, preach by our sadachar. See, there are two types of preaching. The first kind of preaching is opening our mouth and saying the things, and the other kind of preaching is shutting our mouth and preaching by our sadachar. Yes or no? Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, when it comes to our family, so a family that prays together stays together. When you perform bhakti, automatically our ego would not be the center. My ego or the other person's ego would not be the center. Krishna would be the center. As long as the Krishna is the center in our family, obviously there will be no fightings, no distractions, no deviations, nothing. It is just pure devotional life. So you can see the next image. Everyone in the family, they are sitting together and they are happily, blissfully singing kirtans to please the Supreme Lord. So when we have this kind of environment in our house, automatically there is a very, very, very negligible chance for disturbances in our house. Yes or no? Yes,
Yes.
no?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Now let us move on to the demoniac qualities. So the people with the demoniac qualities. So what are the basic demoniac qualities that Krishna describes? The six demoniac qualities. They are ignorance. So they don't have the knowledge. They are ignorant and they feel that they are the supreme, they are the controllers, they are the enjoyers. So that is the ignorance. They don't accept the presence of the Supreme Lord. They don't accept the supremacy of the Lord. They don't accept all these things. They are completely ignorant and they'll be pride. Okay, so I am great, whatever I wish should happen. So they have all these feelings, and from pride arrogance would develop, and will have more of pride. Conceit is like immense or intense pride. Because of this, what do? They would speak some words that are really harsh to the people around. So all these are the demoniac qualities that Krishna is um, describing to Arjuna. Okay. Now, how do they develop? Be it any quality, divine or demoniac, how do they develop? So, the first thing is by birth, second aspect is by nature, and third by practice. So, birth. Uh, when you see the image here, the right side image, who is sitting there? Who is that sage? Any idea?
Narada Mahamuni,
Yes, Narada Muni. And who is sitting in front of Narada Mahamuni? Any idea?
Prahalada's
Prahalada's mother.
mother,
That's correct.
Kayadu, I guess.
Yeah, Kayadu. Yes.
Kayatu.
Narada Muni and Kayadu. Yeah. And Prahlad Maharaj is there in the womb of Kayadu at that time. And Narada Muni started describing the Hari Katha, the all pastimes of Lord Krishna, Lord Hari to Prahlad. So when actually Prahlad was in the womb of his mother, she started listening to Hari Katha. Okay. So basically by birth. According to Vedic scriptures, it is very important to beget a child in godly atmosphere. Garbhadhana samskara is recommended for this purpose. So, as per Shastras, if a couple want to give birth to a children, they are supposed to undergo this ceremony, that is Garbhadhana samskara. So they have to purify themselves, and there is a procedure for that. Once they undergo to that procedure, then whatever the child that they beget, that child would be definitely having the godly qualities. But these days, do we see any such procedures in Kali Yuga?
No,
No,
Mataji.
No,
no,
Mataji.
no. Yeah. So also when the mother, when she is carrying a baby in her womb, she should not see the things which are not supposed to see. Should not hear the things which are not supposed to hear. Because you know what? The first thing that develops for a child in the womb of the mother, you know which sense that develops first? The sense of
Hearing,
hearing, correct. The sense of hearing is the first sense that develops for the child in the womb. And you know what? What is the last sense that will be withdrawn? The power will be withdrawn from us
hearing
when we are
only.
leaving the body. Exactly, it is hearing. So that's why hearing is very, very, very utmost important. See, the design is also like this. When you are in the womb of your mother, hearing is the first sense that you develop. And uh, if you are pious, if you have done some good things, or if you have started bhakti in this life, next life you might enter the womb of a mother. She might be also a devotee, and what would she hear? She would hear to the mundane topics, or she would hear to Harikatha?
Harikatha.
Harikatha. So automatically what happens? The baby in the womb also starts hearing to that same Harikatha. Okay. So whatever the samskara that we are feeding when the baby is in the stomach, the that nature the baby would start developing. Okay. So unfortunately, the mothers in this age, they are unaware of this fact, and unfortunately in the older generation who are supposed to say all these things to the upcoming or the to be mothers, they are, even they don't know. Yeah. So they are not informing all these things to the mothers, and we are always busy with our Instagram reels, Facebook posts, and WhatsApp messages, and with movies on Netflix. Yes or no? See that how much impact, how much negative impact we are creating on the child within the womb. Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, so we should be very careful. So giving a birth, or it is like birth is like you are inviting a soul into your life. Yeah. So a soul is coming into your life. So as a mother or as a father, it is our duty to develop the divine qualities or to develop the bhakti in that soul. Okay, it is the prime responsibility of the parents. So Srila Prabhupada would directly say that if you are not Krishna conscious, if you don't have the idea, or if you are not doing the things to inculcate Krishna consciousness in your child, then you are not supposed to become parents at all. It is a prime duty of the parents to awaken Krishna consciousness in the soul that they have begotten or they have given life. Yeah. So at the time of birth, garbhadana samskara is must. So when we undergo this, all these samskaras, and also in the womb, when the mother is very careful with whatever the inputs that she is taking, then automatically the child would start developing the divine qualities. So once the child is delivered, he would definitely exhibit the divine qualities. Okay. So the first thing is by birth. Okay. When we feed all nonsense, automatically the child start exhibiting the same nonsense when he comes to the world. And the second is by nature. So our association with the modes of material nature decides our qualities. So what are we associating with? Like, let's say we try to keep our day more in the mode of goodness. Like, we try to watch things that are in the mode of goodness. We try to eat things that are in the mode of goodness. We try to do activities that are in the mode of goodness. Automatically we'll be more in the mode of goodness and we exhibit the qualities of goodness. So it is like this: the people with divine qualities, they are in the mode of goodness, and the people with um, demoniac qualities, most of them, they would be in the mode of passion and ignorance. So in day in and day out, if we are continuously engaged in the activities of mode of passion and mode of ignorance, then automatically we start getting those behaviors into us, and we start exhibiting those behaviors. So that becomes the demoniac qualities. Okay. Mode of goodness, divine qualities, and mode of passion and mode of ignorance would lead to the demoniac qualities. This is by nature also. Okay. So hence we should be very careful. As I said, even though we have some mix of trigunas in each of us, we should be very careful in taking the content into us. So always try to feed the content of goodness into us, and automatically we exhibit the qualities of goodness. Okay, that means the divine qualities. And the last thing is by practice. Even though material conditions are miserable, if these qualities are developed by practice by all classes of men, then gradually it is possible to rise to the highest platform of transcendental realization. Okay, so even though we might have got some demoniac qualities, but let's say we are in the association of devotees who are divine, then automatically by being in their association, we start inculcating their habits and we start bringing them into our day-to-day life. So automatically the qualities that are demoniac in us, they would be vanquished and we start developing the godly qualities. So it is by practice also we can develop these qualities, either divine qualities or either demoniac qualities. So if we associate with the people more of demoniac qualities, automatically we start exhibiting those qualities. So similarly, if we associate with people of divine qualities, then we take to their sadhana, we take to their practice. See, it is like this, like we are like a group of 15 people, and a new mate joined our group, and every day we are connecting together and we are chanting 5 rounds together. So when a new mate joins the group, automatically that girl also would feel, that Mataji also would feel chanting with us, along with us. Yes or no? So
Yes,
what is
Mataji.
happening is, just by this association, we will develop few qualities. So by practice, we can change our demoniac to divine qualities, or by wrong association, wrong practice, we can even change our divine qualities to demoniac also. Okay. Other aspects. So, दैवी सम्पद् विमोक्षाय निबध्या सुरीमता Nibandhaya surimata mashucha sampadam daivim abhijatosi pandhava. The transcendental qualities are conducive to liberation, whereas the demoniac qualities make for bondage. Do not worry, O son of Pandu, for you are born with the divine qualities. So, Krishna is saying, if one possesses the transcendental Daivi qualities, divine qualities, they will be definitely, all those qualities would lead to liberation. Means they can gradually come out of the cycle of birth and death. But if a person is having all the demoniac qualities, then he will definitely be getting bounded in this material world. And Krishna is saying, "O Arjuna, do not worry, you possess all the divine qualities only." Okay, so Krishna is saying that. But again, just a second. Uh, Now let us see what is the solution or what is the practice that we can take to. The best practice that we can take to is A, B, C, D. As I said, in the association, we start developing those qualities. By reading Shastras, we understand how we are supposed to live. What are the enemies that are sitting within us? See, by reading Bhagavad Gita, we got to know that our enemy is lust. Yes or no? Our
Yes,
enemy is
Mataji.
uncontrolled
Yes.
mind. Yes or no? We got to know
Yes,
all these
ma'am.
things by reading Shastras.
Yes.
So, our enemy is anger, our enemy is greed. So, all these things we get to know by reading Shastras. Otherwise, we get ourselves identified with our enemies and we carry away by their pulls, basically. When the provoking situation comes, we'll just be carried away. But when we understand and when we read Shastras, our intelligence would become sharp and it gets the capacity or the power to control our mind automatically. And the other practice is definitely chanting. Chanting is the best way to control our mind because the mind is the major culprit that is pulling us down in our spiritual journey. And an uncontrolled mind, it will always give us thoughts that would lead us to more demoniac qualities in us. Yeah. So chanting is the best thing to control our mind. And D is DT worship, DT seva, and diet, as we have already discussed. So this solution ABCD can be done at individual level. See, we can sit at our home and we can do all the ABCD. See, how can we do association when we sit at our home? When you actually read Srila Prabhupada books, you are actually associating with Srila Prabhupada. Yes or no? You are reading the purports or you are reading the message that Srila Prabhupada had written to you. Basically, you are not alone there. You are with Srila Prabhupada when you are reading the books of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, that is also association. So you can do A, B, C, D at your home, or you can even do them when you're alone basically, or you can do them along with your family, or you can do them in the community, ISKCON community also. So all these things, all the four aspects of the bhakti that we are discussing, we can do them at individual level, at our family level, and at the community level also. Okay, so many times like not every time we would be able to come to the congregation, no, not every time we would have the luxury to get in touch with the community, but if we can start building devotees at our house, then automatically we'll have association within our house and we can uh, get benefited from this, from that association. We can chant together, we can sing kirtans together, we can read together, we can do DT worship together in our family. Let's say the worst case, maybe we are living alone, or if any of our family members are not devotees, even then you are not stop to do all these things. You can still be in association, you can still read books, you can still chant, and you can still do DT worship. Okay. Yeah. So now Arjuna is asking, if I fight this war, am I demoniac? So Krishna, you are saying I'm not having the demoniac qualities, but you also said that non-violence is the quality of a divine people. But now I am going to do violence in this battle. So will I be demoniac when I do this battle, when I perform this battle? So Arjuna is asking this question. So to rule out this doubt of Arjuna, Krishna would further elaborate the demoniac qualities. Okay. Yeah, opinion and outlook of demons. The demoniac person who has not faith in God or supersoul within himself performs all kinds of sinful activities simply for sense gratification. He does not know that there is a witness in his heart. So, the demoniac person, he doesn't have faith in God. As I said, he doesn't believe in God. He doesn't accept the presence of supersoul Paramatma within himself. So, what does he do? Automatically, he performs all sinful activities. For what? Simply for his sense gratification. So, he does not even know that there is a witness in his heart. So, he does not even know that there is Paramatma right here and he is seeing everything, he is witnessing everything. He does not even know that. Demons would be like that. Okay, so that's why, as I said earlier, devotees they are fully aware that Paramatma is right here, so I'm not supposed to do any mischievous activities. I'm not supposed to involve in any sinful activities because even though the people of this society might see me or not, but Paramatma is right here and he's watching everything that I'm doing. So automatically he will be very vigilant in his activities. Yes or no? But when it
Yes,
comes to a
Mataji.
demoniac person, when it comes to a demoniac person, he already have that tendency of doing sins, and now he is like, I have no one above me to control me. So when someone of this sort who is already sinful, and now on top of that, if he is feeling that there is no one to control me and I'm answerable to no one, no one would stop me, then automatically would his sins would increase or not, would enhance or not? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that is how they indulge in more and more sinful activities. Yeah, see, the demoniac belief system. What do they believe? Don't know what is to be done and not to be done. Do not follow Shastras. They don't believe in scriptures. They don't believe in the Supreme Lord. They don't believe in anything that is supreme above them. So obviously they don't know what is to be done and what is not to be done. See, when we read Shastras, we understand what are the prescriptions and prohibitions. Prescriptions means what are we supposed to do? Prohibitions means what are we not supposed to do? So how do we know that? By reading Shastras. Yeah. So since these demoniac people, they don't read Shastras, they don't know what is to be done and what is not to be done. They do whatever they feel. And I am perfect and powerful. This is their belief system. So I am perfect and I am all powerful. Improper behavior, untruthful, self centered. I am the controller and the enjoyer. Unclean. He neither likes nor follow these rules. So he is unclean and he never like to follow any rules. Okay. So these are the qualities of demoniac people. Okay. So attitude of the demoniac, basically sense gratification is the prime necessity of human civilization. So their center or their prime focus is their sense gratification. Okay. So as long as they are getting that sense gratification, they would do whatever the sense that they wish to do. So the prime focus is to get the sense gratification. So when I say sense gratification, do you understand the term? Sense gratification means doing activities that gives pleasure to our senses. That is sense gratification. Gratifying our senses, gratifying the urges of our senses. That is sense gratification. It is like I want to enjoy a kingdom and I don't want anyone, I don't want to share my kingdom to anyone. So whose mindset is this? Dhritarashtra's mindset. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. So that is like he want to enjoy everything. He want to lord over everything. So here, what is the center here? His sense gratification. He want to gratify his senses. So he is demoniac automatically. So sense gratification means the urges of the senses, the urges of senses as in the five senses along with the mind. So these senses, the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin might have some urges, but the mind level we have much more urges. So if you are trying to satisfy those urges, those desires, then what we are doing is we are doing sense gratification. The opposite to that is we are doing service to the Supreme Lord. So these two are opposite things. Sense gratification means we are center. Service to the Supreme Lord means Krishna is the center. So who does service to the Supreme Lord? People with divine qualities. And people with demoniac qualities, what do? They do sense gratification. Means they try to satisfy their senses all the time. So sense gratification is the primary focus in their lives. So because of that, what will happen? They'll have immeasurable anxieties. See, if you gratify your senses now, will they be satisfied and they don't get desires again? Is it the case? Is it possible?
No, Mataji.
No. So once you satisfy or gratify your senses, they'll start developing another desire within very short span of time. Again, you have to gratify them. Again, they would develop the desire. Again, you have to gratify them. So basically, you have to undergo a lot of anxiety to fulfill all your desires, to basically to gratify your senses. Hence, the anxiety that the demoniac person would feel would be immeasurable. A network of thousands of desires and absorbed in lust and anger. As I said, whatever the desire that we get when we are self-centered, that is the lust. So when the desire is not satisfied, then what happens? It leads to anger. When the desire is satisfied, it leads to, do you remember? Whenever desire is not satisfied, it leads to anger. Whenever desire is satisfied, whenever lust is satisfied, it leads to second chapter we discussed. So of course it is way long back we discussed. When the desire is not satisfied, it leads to anger. When the desire is satisfied, it leads to greed. Greed as in I want more. Okay. Yeah. My desire is satisfied. No, I want more. If my desire is not satisfied, why my desire is not satisfied? So I'll be angry. I'll develop anger. Okay. All this happens because of our material desires. But when it comes to desires related to Krishna, even the greed for asking more of Krishna's service is also good for us. Yes or no? Today I might have got some service. Now I go to Krishna and say that, Krishna, please give me more service. I just want to serve you more. Will this anyway pull me down?
No, Mataji.
It actually uplifts you. Yes or no? So the same thing when it comes to Krishna, it is uplifting us. The same thing when it comes to our material life, it is pulling us down, dragging us down. Yes or no? So when it comes to Krishna, I am serving the Supreme Lord in one way. And if the people of this material world are trying to hamper me in my service, I would get anger on them. So that anger is also meant for my upliftment. Yes or no? So when it comes to Hanuman, so when Hanuman went to Lanka, so what happened? Ravana had burnt his tail, yes or no? But Hanuman, out of his wrath, he had used the same fire and he burned the entire Lanka. So that anger, usually anger is very dangerous to us. But when it comes to Krishna, the same anger can also be employed in Krishna's service. Yes or no? Yes or no? You understand it? Yeah. So basically, sense gratification is the focus here for demoniac people, and hence they will be absorbed in lust and anger engagements. They secure money by illegal means for sense gratification. See, now the desires are going up like anything, like a Mount Himalaya. Now we have desires like that. So, how can we gratify all those desires? We need money. Yes. So what happens is they try to secure money even by illegal means because their main focus is to gratify their senses. So they don't care whether it is legally earned money or illegal money. They don't even care about it. As long as my desire is satisfying, I don't bother. Let me earn money in all the illegal ways possible. So this is the nature of attitude of demoniac people. Characteristics of demons. आत्मसम्भाविता स्तब्धा धनमानमधान्विताः यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेन विधिपूर्वकम्. Self-complacent and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in name only without following any rules or regulations. So you know what? These demoniac people also they do sacrifices, but It is a namesake sacrifice. They just want to show off to the world that we are also following religion. We are also religious people. But internally, what they have, they just want this for show off. They just wanted to show to people that we are also doing things as per scriptures. But internally, they don't have the desire at all. Okay? Internally, their own main motto is their sense gratification. Okay? So whatever the yajnas or sacrifices that they don't follow the rules as per Vedas. They do something out of namesake. Okay. So further demoniac qualities: perform religious rituals in name only without accepting any rules or regulations. So basically, a vidhi purvakam. Vidhi purvakam means following the scriptural injunctions. Whatever is mentioned in the Shastras, following that is vidhi purvakam. But demoniac people, they don't follow the rules and regulations. So what they do will be a vidhi purvakam. So they don't get any benefit by doing this. Disregard the rules and regulations of scriptures and are always impudent. Impudence is due to the illusion caused by wealth and false prestige. Take sannyasa dress without following the restrictions. They even take to sannyasa also. Why? See, by being as a grihastha, by being a householder, maybe they have to struggle very hard to satisfy their desires. But if they take to the sannyasa, they go from house to house, and people have much respect to sannyasis, like, right? This false, they don't know that this sannyasi is a false sannyasi, and people have much respect towards them, and they would give something in charity to them. Yeah. So now he would start earning in this means, so that he don't need to struggle hard to earn money, and by that money, whatever he is earning like this, he would use that in his sense gratification. So this is like false renunciation. Yeah. Pretender. He is a pretender basically. Preach that whatever path one creates is one's own path. There is no standard path. They even say that there is nothing like a standard path. Whatever you wish to do, you do it. Whatever you do, that is correct. Yeah. Whatever we do, that becomes correct. No. Whatever is there in the scriptures, we are meant to follow that. Only then we will be uplifted. Otherwise, we might do so many sacrifices, so-called yajnas, so-called austerities, but what happens is we don't get anything out of it. But in fact, we get entrapped, or we get entangled in all those activities. Okay. Yeah, perplexed by various anxieties, network of illusions, too strong attachment to sense enjoyment. Because of that, what result they would get? They would fall down to hell. So they have got the human form of life, but they did not live up to its standard, and automatically they would glide down to hell. So removal of demoniac qualities now. Okay, we have discussed enough about the demoniac qualities. How can we get rid of those demoniac qualities? Okay, there are three gates leading to this hell basically. त्रिविधं नरकस्येदं द्वारं नाशनमात्मनः कामः क्रोधस्तथा लोभस्तस्मादेतत्त्रयं त्यजेत्. So Krishna is saying there are three gates to hell. Yeah. Anybody would like to go to hell in general? No, right? No one would wish to go to hell. Yeah. When it comes to heaven, people are ready. Okay, I want to go, I want to go. People would say that. But when it comes to hell, nobody would even want to take a chance. You know what? When we go and ask devotee, do you want to go to heaven? What would the devotee would say? Will he say yes?
Usually, yes.
No. Basically, when a person who has understood the right philosophy, he would say that, a devotee basically, he would say that, I don't want heaven or hell. I just want the service of the Lord. Like for the service of the Lord, if you put me in heaven, I accept it. For the service of the Lord, if you take me to hell, I accept it. For the service of the Lord, if you keep me here on the earthly planet, I will accept it. But if I don't have service, and if you just give me heavenly planets, I don't want those. I don't want those pleasures. So the devotee would say this. But when it comes to a normal person, he is like, okay, heaven, who all want to go? All hands would rise up. Okay. But here Krishna is saying, hell, there are three gates, three royal gates to hell. So let us see what are those royal gates, and we have to, introspect ourselves whether we are paving our way to the hell or not. Okay. So we should be very careful with these three gates that Krishna is saying. What are the three gates? Lust, anger, greed. Okay, there are three gates leading to this hell: lust, anger, and greed. Every sane man should give this up, for they lead to the degradation of the soul. Oh dear Arjuna, the three gates to hell are your lust. Lust as in you want to enjoy, you want to satisfy your senses, you want to enjoy more here. That is one gate. And if this is not fulfilled, it leads to anger. And if it is fulfilled, it leads to greed. So basically, anything that comes with lust, be it anger, be it greed, or be it lust alone, all these are our reasons that paves our way to the hell. So a wise man, what should he supposed to do? Should give these up, because they lead to the degradation of the soul. So what happens? We automatically go to hell, we get punished there, and we come back here to this material world again, earthly planets, and we might not get human body, we might again go back to the lower species of life. Okay, what happens? The soul is getting degraded, it is going back. After getting human form of life, it should upgrade himself. That is why we have got this higher intelligence. But after getting this higher intelligence, if you are still entrapped in the three gates, like all my desires should be fulfilled, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. See, um, asking for the basic necessities of life does not comes under lust. Okay, lust is like you want to enjoy things here, leaving Krishna aside. That is lust. Okay, so when you try to include Krishna in your life and try to enjoy, that doesn't comes under lust. You might go for a temple and you might dance there in the kirtan. That is like a service to the Lord. Okay, that comes as love to Krishna. But you don't want to take to bhakti at all, and you are just immersed in fulfilling your desires. That becomes lust. Okay, lust, anger, and greed are the three gates to hell. Now, yeah, one second. The man who has escaped these three gates of hell, O son of Kunti, performs acts conducive to self realization and thus gradually attains the supreme destination. Basically, if we have escaped these three gates of hell, then what we do? We perform acts that are conducive to self realization. So, we do things that are favorable to our self realization, and gradually we will attain the supreme destination. Supreme destination means reaching the abode of the Supreme Lord, or taking to the service of the Supreme Lord. So we will get that supreme destination. We'll go back home, back to Godhead basically. Okay. Now, how to overcome these gates? See, now we have understood these gates, and what is the result of escaping these gates. Now, how can I escape the gates? Here it is. So, result of not following Shastras. If one disregards scriptural injunctions and acts according to his own whims, there is neither perfection nor happiness nor supreme destination. So, if we reject Shastras, if we don't take to the injunctions given in the Shastras, and if we perform or if we do whimsically whatever we wish to do or whatever we feel to do, then automatically, what is Krishna saying here? There is neither perfection nor happiness nor supreme destination. You will just rot here in this material world. Now, we have to follow Shastras. To control and regulate these demoniac qualities, one must follow scriptural injunctions for the purpose of gradual elevation. So, when we follow whatever is there in the Shastras, automatically we will gradually elevate ourselves, and mm, at one time we would be able to reach the supreme destination. Yeah. Tasma Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Vyavastitau Gnatva Shastra Vidhanoktam Karma Kartumiharhasi. One should therefore understand what is duty and what is not duty by the regulations of the scriptures. Knowing such rules and regulations, one should act so that he may gradually be elevated. So, by approaching the Shastras, by reading the Shastras under a bona fide spiritual master, we will understand what is our duty and what is not our duty. That is, what is to be done and what is not to be done. We'll get to know that, and by following those rules and regulations, we will be gradually elevated. So basically, everyone has a choice. Either we perform acts for self realization. How? By following the scriptures. By following the scriptures, we can escape the three gates, lust, anger, and greed, and we attain the supreme destination. So this path is open for us, and the other path is we don't accept scriptures, we don't take to the scriptures, and we act whimsically. Whatever my mind gives me the ideas, I would just do that, acting whimsically, and will make our life miserable, and it leads to the soul degradation to hellish planets. So the both of these choices are available for each one of us. Now it is our will to accept either the first choice or the second choice. So what are we supposed to take? The first one or the second one?
First one.
Yeah, the first path we are supposed to take. Okay. So this is about our 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, divine and demoniac qualities. Okay. So in D, we have discussed 26 divine qualities and 6 demoniac qualities. In O, we discussed other aspects, like Arjuna was asking whether will I be demoniac if I participate in the war. Then Krishna says, no, you will not be demoniac. Let me give you further more details on the people, on the qualities of this demoniac people. So the other O is the other aspects. No, the other O is, what is the other O?
Outlook and opinion
Outlook
of
and opinion of devotees. And the R is
R is removal of demonic qualities.
removal of demoniac qualities. Yeah. So how can we get the demoniac qualities removed from us? Is by accepting the shastras, by following ABCD, by doing all this, automatically we start developing the divine qualities within us. Okay. So it is like this. By following ABCD, both things happen. Demoniac qualities will be vanquished, divine qualities would be enhanced within us. So like it is like uh, one thing and two purposes will be solved. By taking to ABCD, we can achieve both of this. We don't need to do something extra for this or something extra for this. Just by doing ABCD, by following Shastras. In ABCD, we are actually depending on Shastras. Books as in we read Shastras there. So when we lead our life as per Shastras, we follow ABCD, we do devotion to the Supreme Lord, automatically we develop all godly qualities. Okay. So this is about our 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, divine and demoniac qualities. So in Kali Yuga, as a Kali Yuga Jiva, will have both divine and demoniac qualities within us. As I said, in the other yugas, in Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Dwapara Yuga, there are two categories of persons. The one person on the demoniac side, and the person will be on the divine side. But now in Kali Yuga, within the same person, we have both the qualities, divine and demoniac qualities. So it is not possible to kill the demons here, but it is possible to transform the demons into divine people. How? By doing ABCD. Yeah. By doing that, automatically, whatever the demon, whatever the Ravana within us, we can automatically kill that Ravana within us. We can develop the qualities of Ramachandra. Okay. So this is about our 16th chapter. I hope it is clear to you.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Matajis. Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Gurudev ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Yeah. So in the Treta Yuga, Rama had to fight with Ravana with his arrows, Rama Bana. Now in Kali Yuga, we have Rama Nama. We don't need Rama Bana. It is Rama Nama, the names of the Supreme Lord that can fight the anarthas within us. Okay, they are freely available to each one of us. So it is up to us whether we want to kill the demon within us or we want to nourish the demon within us. Nourishment happens automatically. See, we don't need any specific extra efforts to nourish the demon within us. It happens automatically with the time factor, with the age that we are living in. Demons would be nourished automatically. But if at all you want to kill the demon and nourish the divine qualities within us, definitely we have to take to bhakti. Okay, otherwise there is no scope or there is no hope of developing godly qualities within us. Okay, thank you so much, Matajis. Let us chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much, Matajis.
Hare
Thank you so
Krishna,
much,
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare
Thank you
Krishna.
so much, Mataji.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Mataji.
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. We'll have class tomorrow. So we will discuss the 17th chapter tomorrow, and we'll have break on Monday, and we can close the series of our sessions by Tuesday by discussing the 18th chapter on Tuesday. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam.